So, make everybody afternoon. Rock music. Here in the house, we just thought we'd wake you up with a bit of rock music this Wednesday lunchtime. If you're here, give us a shout. I am here with the beautiful Dee today.
Hey,
so it's very exciting. Have we done a live yet? We've done one? I think we have, haven't we?
You and me?
Feel like, have we been live together?
No, I've never been live with you. This is my second only ever live.
Wow.
I would have remembered.
Wow. Second ever live. I love it. You did one last week, didn't you?
I did.
Good.
Yes.
We were just talking though, weren't we, before we went live? Hey, Donna. We were just talking before we went live about how when you do something over and over, you become more confident because you feel more competent, and then that just becomes the thing you do easily, and then you try something else, and then it starts again, doesn't it? Exactly. So
thanks, Donna.
Donna and I, though, we talked about this with the elite ladies. Like when we first started going live, we had scripts, we had our hair washed, full face of makeup. Like it was literally a big thing. We're going live, and now I've just legged it onto the call 2 minutes before. We're like, let's just go live and chat and see what happens.
Yeah, that's the best way anyway, I think, isn't it?
Exactly. Natural, authentic. So yes, if you are here, give us a holler. Hi, Linda. Loving it. So yes, we thought we would have Dee to come to speak to you today because you've been on a journey, haven't you, of working on mindset, of flourishing in your business, of creating more flexibility, freedom, abundance. So we just thought we would love to have you here to share with the guys what that's been like for you.
Yeah, and for me, it definitely all started with the last Wealth Without the Hustle workshop. That's where it all started for me, because I'd known of you guys beforehand, but then I did that workshop, that 3-day workshop, and had such a good time. Learned so much that I just knew that I couldn't just do that workshop and that's it and then leave it. I had to continue. And I didn't, it was a weird thing because I was about to jump into somebody else's kind of program and do things differently at the time. But after your thing, I thought, no, I'm definitely working too hard. I would say I was almost on the verge of burnout. I think I was at that point. And what I thought I needed was lots of more strategy and more this and more that to try and get more money to get me out of the hustle mode.
Yeah.
And then working just with that workshop with you guys, I realized that no, I had to work on my mindset first. Otherwise, all the strategy and all the other things in the world wouldn't matter unless I got my mindset right and did that right first. Then I could have that as a foundation for everything else.
I love that. And that was in November, right?
That was in November, yeah.
What we're in now, May? It's like 6 months later. I love that.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, isn't it? That's what we do. We're like, and Donna and I did the same thing when we set our business, but we had no clients. It was like, let's just work more hours. Let's just work harder.
Yeah.
Burn ourselves out. Have no boundaries. And just work because to chase the money, because that's going to give us the life we want.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, like every day then when you were in that full hustle throttle mode?
I just didn't think about myself, any kind of taking care of myself, well-being, any thought of myself was like just way, way far away. And all I was doing was like work. And it was just in this coming from, which I've learned from you, coming from very much of a fear place. Like, I've got to make the money. If I stop, I won't make the money. And, I was working, I would sometimes get up at 5-6 o'clock and not stop working till about 11 o'clock at night, and not just once in a week, like multiple times. And that's also with having kids and a partner and all those things that go on. So, but I just thought I needed to get more money to be able to stop that. Whereas actually I needed to stop that to get more funny.
Oh, I love that. So you were getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and working until 11 o'clock at night. That leaves like 6 hours to wind down,
Yeah.
to sleep, have good rest, and then get back up, which obviously isn't possible, right? In 6 hours.
No, and it's possible for a while. Like, that's my personality. I love to, like, I'm good when I'm just going, you know, I have that kind of drive, but it's definitely not something that you can keep doing for a long time. And I obviously put on weight because I wasn't moving. The stress hormones, I had lots of stress hormones, and I think I definitely would have got ill. Like, you know, physically something would have happened if I'd have carried on.
And how long had you been doing that for, Dee?
Oh, a long time. I don't know. For that kind of work, I would say about 2 to 3 years, but probably almost like that kind of stress level and that kind of thing, about 10 years at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's scary, right?
Yeah, really scary.
Not when you're in it, is it? When you're in it, you just think that's the right thing to do. But when you come out of it and then look back at how it was, like you say,
yeah,
like how you haven't, forgive me, had a heart attack is beyond me.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's that when you're in it, you think it's the only way to do it. You can't imagine any other way. You're just working from that. Yeah, very much stress, fear, hustle, like, got to get it done. And if I don't, well, you know, everything's going to fall apart kind of thing.
Well, we have this fear that we're just going to lose it all, don't we?
Yeah.
Like all we've worked to create over 10 years by not like working 16 hours a day.
Yep.
18 hours you're working, 18 hours a day, we think that we're going to lose it all just like that, which obviously is highly unlikely, but that's what keeps you, that's motivation, like you say, fear motivation, rather than moving towards like, what is it I want my life to look like, what does I want to be like, and how can I do that? So what were the main aha moments then that you learned when you were on Wealth Without the Hustle then has then got you to like transform your life?
I think there was a few things. One of them was realizing that I was working in a fear mode and that I was always looking back and thinking, if I stop, then that's going to happen again, and that's going to happen again, and that's what's going to, you know, all that kind of just looking backwards. And I realized that I had completely stopped looking forwards. I'd even stopped looking really in the present. I was just like running and looking backwards all the time. And I hadn't made real, like, I didn't know what the future looked like. I thought I had to make some money first and then I could plan the future or something. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I realized that I needed to stop the fear and start looking forwards, and money changed from something to be based around kind of fear and the answer to everything to being something that's much more about joy and happiness and all that kind of fun stuff. I realized that I was kind of that the hustle mode wasn't something that I could continue forever. It's not just something that could happen. And I realized that there was other possibilities, other ways of doing it, and that I had to go down that path. And just the whole taking care of myself was an important part, and rest, taking care, connection, all those kind of things get you in a better place where you can make that money, but from a good place without having to. I never realized that you can make money without working really hard.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah. And also feeling worthy, of course. That's something that comes up a lot in the Wealth Without the Hustle workshop, isn't it? That feeling worthy, just realizing that you have all these crazy beliefs about money, that money's for other people, that rich people are, you know, bad, and if you have money then somehow somebody else hasn't got money, and all that kind of, all those beliefs that are really embedded in so many of us.
And we learn them from being from children for such a young age, and then we then look, bless you, we then look for reasons to create more of that to back up our belief. So we have the belief that you can't make money unless you work really hard. So then we work really, 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 really hard all of the time, and we dare not work hard in case we lose it all.
Yeah.
Because we don't know, like you said, that there's another way.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
Yeah. I didn't know. I 100% didn't know there was another way. I always saw both of my parents working really hard. There's all this thing about, oh, you know, we're this way, and those people, they had money somehow magically. I don't know how it was, but my parents worked really hard, and yet we still didn't have very much money, but that was kind of okay or something. I don't know.
Wow.
So yeah, I just took it forward.
So what would you say your life is like now? You've working on your mindset, and you've got some different beliefs that you've got to work really, really hard unless you can't make any money. Like what do you feel like now?
But it's definitely still a work in progress. You don't just kind of get rid of all those beliefs in an instance. It definitely takes considered work. What I've noticed though is when I put the work in, when I do the stuff that you teach and that you share and everything, when I put those things into action in my life, then my life is much more joyful, more relaxed. I make more money. I feel better, the whole kind of thing. And when I don't, and there's been periods, probably been twice in the 6 months since then, where I've kind of just got distracted and stopped doing it, and boom, you're straight down into the rabbit hole again. But yeah, as soon as I kind of get back to it, then there's just there's a lot more space in your life, in your mind, for lots more to come, without just filling it with just this hard work all the time.
And we were talking, weren't we, in one of our calls that we have, about like a human being, not a human doing.
Yes, yeah, that was really good.
And I think this is what you're saying though, having to just work, get the money, hustle, and like look up and open our eyes and see the world, like you say, connection, joy, self-care, exercise. I know that you've worked really hard on your routines so that you're setting yourself up with your energy, haven't you?
Yeah, for sure. And that's, still 100% learning, because you just said that on the call the other day about you're human beings, not just doing. And even though I'm trying not to do all the hustly work, I still go, right, I must do that and I must do that. And, it's like doing exercise is part of the schedule, but at least, I'm scheduling in that kind of self-care and stuff. But I loved your idea of just kind of sitting, being, just kind of not having to do anything. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to sit there and contemplate our neighbours like all day. Do you know what I mean? But like you say, when you just stop, that's where the space that you're talking about comes in.
Yes.
And you were a fantastic example. You came on the workshop, you've took inspired action, you've worked really hard on your worthiness, on your limiting beliefs, on self-care, on prioritizing yourself.
Yeah.
You've created more joy, abundance, love, and made more money.
Yeah,
like somebody said that to you before you joined up for Wealth Without the Hustle. Oh, come on this 3-day program and we will show you how to make more money by working less hours, by having more joy, more self-care, and spending more time with others. What would you have said?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I would have believed you at that moment, but I would have done at the same time. Sometimes there's something underneath, like your gut feeling, there's a different way. Your mind and your chatter might be saying, hey, there isn't, keep going, do this. But somewhere underneath, you kind of do know there is a different way. So and for sure, I've definitely made more money. I know that we wouldn't have been able to go on the family holiday to, we're supposed to go to Sri Lanka. We actually ended up in Dubai, but that's a whole nother story. But we definitely wouldn't have been able to go on that family holiday that we just took without that workshop and without the stuff that you've taught. And I would say that like even my relationship is better because of it. And I don't know why. I think that's just it's that personal growth and expansion and all that kind of thing. So
I love this. So amazing. And I love that you've come to share, like you said, your second ever live. No one would notice. I think we can all agree this is you in one of your zones of genius, because you're just you, right?
Yes.
You're not wearing a mask. You're not
you.
You're up and just being Dee.
Yeah.
Who is worthy and fabulous and is enough. And now that you know that, that's why you can just show up here today and just rift with me, right?
Yeah, I'm getting there. It takes time, and there's definitely more to do, which is great. It's good that it's all just like it's a journey, isn't it? It doesn't end. There's not an end point. There's just more growth, which is great.
I love that. More growth, more expansion, more uncomfortable things, more things that we're like think, oh my God, I'm going to go there to do this. And then it's easy. It all becomes easy. So we've got loads of fab comments. So
that's good.
I love that. So yes, so we are running our Wealth Without the Hustle 3-day live online workshop again. So if you are feeling like Dee was right now, where you're working for 18 hours a day and you are literally on the point of burnout and you feel like working hard is all that you can do to get wealthy, to earn more money, to have more options, freedom in your life, think again, because Dee has just given us a very beautiful example of how there is another way, how freedom, abundance is available to all of us. We just have to crack this, work on our mindset, work on our belief systems in order to manifest that and bring it into reality, which we will be teaching you on our 3-day workshop. So I'm going to pop the link in the comments for anyone who is watching this live or in replay. Like, it's £97, Dee. What would you say if somebody said, oh, £97? Like, how many times more have you made your £97 back, do you reckon, since you come on the program?
God, like, yeah, thousands for sure. It's the best £97 I've ever spent. I'll definitely be doing the workshop again for sure.
Yes,
it's really good. The value is amazing. 3 whole days. It's great.
I love that. You've made thousands of pounds from £97, and it's not just about the money, right? Like, you see, you've got a better relationship. You're investing in yourself, your own self-care. You've got better connections. You took your family on a holiday. Like, it's everything that we want, anything we want, right? That we can get more of.
Yeah.
By working on our mindset.
Yeah, and enjoying the money. It's like there's no point. Before, I think even if I was making a bit of money, it was coming from not a great place, and it was out again as soon as I could make it. So yeah, it's about enjoyment too, enjoying the abundance.
We forget, don't we, when we're working 18 hours a day, that we're supposed to be having fun.
Yes.
Enjoying and having a fabulous life. Like, sometimes we just forget that, and then we have to remind ourselves again. So, well, thank you so much for sharing this space with me today. It's been amazing doing the live with you, and just love hearing like the difference that you have done in your life by investing in yourself and doing the work, and the benefits that you're reaping from it is amazing. I love it.
Well, thank you and Donna, for sure.
You're welcome. Like, we just show up and teach, right? But at the end of the day, you have made the choice that we talked about yesterday with Esme to go away and do the inner work, and now look what you've manifested in your life. So
yeah,
it's amazing. When you don't enjoy, it's crazy with it. Yeah, exactly. So fabulous. Right. Well, we are live again tomorrow with Nicola Wrightson. So we're looking forward to that. So Nicola worked in corporate, and then she did some work on her mindset, left corporate, set up one business, and then set up another business. So she's gone from working in corporate to now having 2 businesses. So we are excited to speak to Nicola tomorrow. Francesca is asking what business you're in, Dee.
I help coaches and course creators create online businesses on Kajabi.
There you go. So yes, we love you. Amazing. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to pop the link in all of the comments. Oh, the dog's having a wobble in the background. On all of the comments, it's probably the family now turning up downstairs. Yes. And yes, we've already got lots of women who've already said yes to themselves. So we would love for you to come and join us on this 3-day online live event. But yes, check Dee out. Yeah, we'll have to put your Facebook page in the have you got a page?
I've got a page, I've got a group, I've got
me. Send me your link on
it's fine.
I've got a link. I'm going to pop in the comments so that you can go and check Dee out, because she's amazing. Dee has been doing work for us since we God, not since we set the business up, but since we asked someone else to start doing the stuff that we were doing ourselves, it's been a good couple of years. So anything you see on our sales pages, it's been created by the Fabulous Dee. So when you click on the link to go and buy your ticket to join Wealth Without the Hustle, you'll see how fabulous our work is because Dee created the page. There you go. Promotion by clicking on the link. I love it. Right. Okay, we're going to tune out, guys. So we'll see you here tomorrow, 12 o'clock with Nicola. Thank you so much, Dee. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.